So I wanted to do just a talk video just to tell you a little bit about what's going on in my life and the things that I've been doing. Um, got my pool up, got my garden going. Um, it's been raining so much this year. Like, I don't know. It seemed like spring really did last all spring, where normally like the rain kind of stops mid-May and it starts getting hot. Um, it's hotter than hell now though. It's like really hot. I have to clean up my yard and I am not looking forward to it. This heat is just crazy. So's all the water. It really took a toll on my garden. My rue plant kind of like fell down a little bit, you know. Rue doesn't want water. I already have clay soil, which is already an issue for rue. But it was doing pretty well last year when we were having dry, and I had to water it all the time. But this year it's been the opposite. My rosemary also almost drowned. My sage almost drowned. I live in southern Indiana, and these are plants that I normally can keep going as perennials. So I don't have to worry about them not coming back or ever like buying a new plant or starting from seed, because they just come back and kind of spread out and get a little bit bigger each year. Well, I almost lost them in this like suckage. And how are you supposed to stop that from happening? You know, whenever it's raining like for 2 weeks straight, how do you protect your rosemary plants? I guess you could build something over them, a tarp or something. That's what I should have done, because they really took a beating. I was concerned there at the last bit of the rain because they were really starting to like turn yellow, and like just not, the rue was holding up a little bit better, but it had been holding up for longer, and I was just really concerned about my herb garden because all that rain. My onions did not like that rain either, but a lot of the other stuff did, like the squashes, yeah, they liked it. The berries liked it. But okay, so this is crazy. I live in the middle of a town, like right next to a highway. I'm clocked in at all areas, just like by other houses, highways, businesses, you know, it's all covered. But this town has like a lot of deer in it, and the deer are like real civilized, I guess. And my neighbor told me that for the past 3 or 4 days, she has seen a deer take a graze through my garden. I haven't noticed anything too crazy going missing. I don't really have anything that I could see a deer being that interested in. A lot of my herbs are too aromatic for a deer to want to eat it. I do have strawberries though, and I hear that is what they've been eating on. And a matter of fact, looking at my strawberry fence right now, I can see like an area, like it's like divoted, where like, because it's just chicken wire, and it looks like maybe that deer has been. I do have security cameras, so I am interested. I should ask her what time exactly, because I am interested in seeing. And maybe if it did show up on the security cameras, you guys would be interested in seeing a deer walk through in the middle of the town. I see the deer all the time. I have never seen one this close to my house, very close to my house, so I would never expect one. But I have like, it's like a bit of meadow and forest in the middle of like pavement and like yards. Like every single one of the yards around me is mowed to the nub, just like maybe a few flowers, a rose bush here and there, but most of the way through it's just grass mowed. And I have got grapevines over trellises, and blackberries along fences, and raspberries, and I have a huge like 20 by 20 patch of just like lettuces and vegetables and herbs and flowers, and I have a huge patch of just like wildflowers and spearmint and peppermint growing everywhere. And it's really brought a lot of wildlife. Like the first 2 or 3 years I lived here, I never saw a single dragonfly, but after living here for 3 years, dragonflies started popping up, and this year there's dragonflies all over my yard. Still haven't got a hummingbird though. But I just wanted to like put a lighthearted video out here. I've been putting out videos that are more focused on ideas and things that I am trying to establish in my life and bring into my life. And so that's the direction that this channel is definitely probably going to be going. Projects, maybe art, but definitely herbs. Definitely herbs, because I love herbs. I love growing them. And I made a perfume. I made a perfume and it turned out really great. I love sweet marjoram. I think it smells like a perfume in itself. I think it smells like the most romantic cologne or perfume I have ever smelled in my entire life. I smell it and it just takes me to like 1,000 years ago, the first time that my soul ever fell in love or something, you know. But I used some just rubbing alcohol and a bottle and stuffed it in there and left it in there for 2 months or so, maybe a month. And it smells great. And I put it in a spray bottle and I've been spraying it. And so it's a little weak. So next time I'm going to try to make it stronger. And I can't wait, you know. It's like I'm really getting excited about herbs. So I just wanted to make a more lighthearted video that didn't really have a focus and was just me talking to you guys. And I hope that you are all doing well out there, and I hope that you have something to focus on in your life that makes you feel fulfilled, or maybe like this whole game of life that we're playing is actually worth all of the trial and suffering, you know, because if you're not doing something that makes the pain worth it, then it can get really hard. So keep doing what you love.